Good morning, dear students. How are you today? Today we are going to have how to rotate an object 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. Here the origin is 0 and 0. Here the origin always be 0 and 0. By now we are going to rotate triangle ABC 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. Here it moves from this quadrant to this quadrant, because he asks me to rotate the triangle just 90 degrees in the direction of the clockwise, so it will move here to the first quadrant. As I know that we have 4 quadrants here in the coordinate plane, so I have here this quadrant, the first one, the 2 signs are positive, and here in the second quadrant I have a negative sign and a positive sign, and here in the third one the 2 signs are negative, and moving to the quadrant 4 I have positive sign and then negative sign. In this step, what should I do? I should here write all the numbers I have here for A and B and C. What numbers? The ordered pairs. I write here the ordered pairs for each letter. I have here A here is for X. This is the X-axis and this is the Y-axis. So X here, if I don't have here numbers, so I can do it also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is negative 8. Why negative 8? Because here under the number line here all negative. So here negative 8. And then go up by 2, 1, 2. So here the number will be 2. So I have here the coordinate of X, negative 8, and the coordinate of Y is 2. So here A, the ordered pair, negative 8 and 2. Moving to B, letter B, I want to know the ordered pairs of them. So I move on X-axis first. It will be also negative 8, and I go up until I reach here. This point will be the same 8, not negative 8. If I count from here to here, I find that it will be 8. So I have here B is negative 8 and 8. Moving to point C, I want to know the ordered pairs of them. So it will be 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and then negative 5. So here will be negative 5 and go up how many? 1, 2. So it will be 2, negative 5 and 2. By writing all the ordered pairs of A, B, and C, we have finished the third step. And now, after writing down the current location of each point, switch the X and Y values for each ordered pairs. I have here what? I have written the ordered pairs and I have finished them. So, after writing down the current location, this is the current location, quadrant 2. After switching your values, make sure the signs of each number reflect the quadrant you are rotating your object to. So here I rotate this object to the other side. After moving this triangle to the other here quadrant, from quadrant 2 to quadrant 1, what should I know? I know that I have here two positives. What is this? X here, for the X-axis I have here all the numbers in positive, and also here in Y-axis I have all number in positive. So when this triangle moves across the Y-axis to here to quadrant 1, moves from quadrant 2 to quadrant 1, don't forget to change all the signs to be positive. So we are going to change all signs here to be positive. And don't forget to do something very important. I here change it A, B, C by rotating it to the other quadrant. So after changing the signs of the numbers, I should do what? I should switch the numbers. I will switch the numbers. Here I have, instead of 8 and 2, it will be 2 and 8. Just change the numbers here, switch them. 8 and 8 will be the same. -5 will go there by 5, and 2 comes instead of 5. Why do I say 5, not -5? Because I changed all the signs to be positive. So here the coordinates in the other quadrant will be 2 and 8 instead of -8 and 2. What did I do? I changed the signs all to positive. I switched the numbers. Okay? After doing so, after writing the coordinates here, A dash, B dash, C dash, I do what? I plot the coordinate pairs into the coordinate plane. I plot, it means I put the ordered pairs here in the graph. So I have here A dash, 2 and 8. So here 2, 1, 2, then and 8. So point A dash will be here. Then point B, 8 and 8. Point B will be 8. I move here in the x-axis 8, then go up 8 points will be here. So here will be the B dash, the new B dash, the reflection of B. Then C dash, 2 and 5. I changed the places, I switched the places and changed the signs to be both of them positive. Why? Because in quadrant 1 I have 2 of them must be positive. So point C, 2 and 5. So I moved here 1, 2, and then get up to until I get to 5. So here C will be here C. Then I do what? Then I connect my dots and draw the triangle here, and draw the triangle. This is the rotation. This is the rotation movement of the triangle. I show you here how to rotate my triangle. The rotation of triangle ABC is 90-degree clockwise. What does it mean clockwise? In the same movement of the clockwise. About the origin here, this is the origin. So after this I draw my triangle by connecting the dots with each other. So I have here triangle ABC after rotation 90-degree. Here he asks me another question. Rotate triangle ABC 90-degree counterclockwise. Counterclockwise means the opposite of the clockwise. About the origin, I have here the points A, B, C. This original triangle, this original one. Dot A, B, and C. As I told you before, I have found out the numbers on the coordinate plane, as A will be negative 8 and 2, B will be negative 8 and 8, and C will be negative 5 and 2. So here he asks me to do what? He asks me to change or rotate this triangle in a counterclockwise 90-degree counterclockwise, this way. Okay, if I rotate this triangle this way, it will go to quadrant 3. Here 90 degree, so it will go there in quadrant 3. Okay, this time we are rotating from quadrant 2 to quadrant 3, from quadrant 2 to quadrant 3. Okay, find out that quadrant 3 is negative and negative signs, here negative signs and here negative signs. In the axis it's negative, and in the y axis it's negative, so it has two negatives. Any point located in quadrant 3 will have a negative x and negative y value. Okay, any point located in quadrant 3 will have a negative x value and negative y value. As I told you before, when rotating a triangle 90 degree, I should do what? I should follow the signs of the quadrant. Here quadrant 3 gives me the signs of negative and negative, so these signs must be all negative. Here the signs must be all negative. And don't forget to switch the numbers. Negative 8 x's and y. Negative 8 will be here and negative 2 will be here. Change the places. 8 and 8, negative 8 and negative 8. It's okay like this. If I switch negative 8 and negative 8 will be the same. Then 2 will be negative 2 and will switch to the first place. It will take here the first place, the place of x. So negative 2 and negative 5. Then we will plot the dots here of A, B and C in the graph here in the coordinate plane, and I will put here A dash will be negative 2 and negative 8. So here negative 2 and negative 8 and negative 8. Negative 2, I start with the x-axis, don't forget, I start from the x-axis, negative 1 and then negative 2, and then go to y-axis, okay, until I reach negative 8. Okay, here negative 8 in the y-axis, so A, the coordinate of it will be negative 2 and negative 8, negative 2 and negative 8, and so on. Here B dash will be negative 8 and negative 8. I start with the x-axis, negative 8, then the y-axis here, negative 8, and then C, negative 5 and 2. So negative 5C from the negative 5 2, no, not negative 5 2, negative 2, negative 5, negative 2, then negative 5. Okay, moving to another kind of questions. Rotate 180 degrees around the origin. Here I have 180 degrees. First, for 180 degrees rotation around the origin, first write down the location of the given points before they are rotated. Write down the location of the given points x, y and z. Okay, here I have x, y and z. X here, I will find this by myself. Here x, 3, I start with the x-axis, 3 and 2. Then y, 7 and 2. Then z will be 3 and 8. Okay, and in which quadrant it is located? It's located in the first quadrant, which is positive and positive signs. For 180 degree rotation around the origin, first, as we said, write down the location of the given points before they are rotated. Okay, as we said, all signs here must become opposite. All signs must become opposite. Do not change the order of the numbers. Okay, here I just make what? Change all the signs of the numbers. Change the signs. Here 3 will be negative 3, 2 will be negative 2, 7 negative 7, 2 negative 2, 3 negative 3, 8 negative 8. So remember that when you change the triangle here by rotation, a full rotation of 180 degree, it's not a full rotation, it's a half rotation, 180 degree rotation. So just change the signs, don't change the orders of numbers. And and you can think about this by doing so. I have here 3 and 2 for x, 3 and 2. In this one I have here when it rotated 180 degrees, so it will be here x, negative 3 and negative 2, negative 3 and negative 2. I hope you understood the lesson. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send them to me on Google Classroom. Thank you, my dear students, for listening.